Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Today is Saturday, May 24th, 2025, right in the middle of our Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. We have a holiday to celebrate. Thank the military for our freedoms. Yeah. And honor those who gave everything for our freedom. But yeah, I don't want to disrespect veterans or anything. They all just doing what they were told was the right thing to do, right? But yeah, it's pretty nice out here this week. Not too hot. Pretty actually kind of cool, which is nice. I think a lot of people around the country are having some cool weather right now. They're saying we're having like an Arctic cold blast here in May. Yeah, shit's all crazy, man. The winter, Normally here on Memorial Day weekend, we call it our unofficial start of summer. Usually it's a lot warmer. But for some reason, this Memorial Day weekend is kind of cool around most of the United States, even though we're in the middle of global warming. Well, no, they don't call it global warming anymore. Climate change, see? It could go either way. It could get cold, it's climate change. Yeah. It's just because it's cooler doesn't mean that the planet's not warming. I don't know how it all fucking works, but I've been watching them pull this on us for my whole lifetime. They just changed the name over the years, right? But they've been pushing this agenda for a very long time, since the 70s at least, probably even longer than that. That we humans are fucking up the whole ecology or all the weather on the planet, whatever. And it's all our faults. And so we're going to have to do something about it, I guess. We're going to have to pay taxes more, I guess, is what it boils down to. But yeah, a lot of interesting things happening now. We passed 2025. It's flying by, man, real quick. Man, every year goes by faster, don't it? God, we're almost halfway through 2025, and it seems like New Year's was just a couple weeks ago. I don't know. It does. I mean, am I the only one that notices this, that the time appears to be going by faster and faster every year? Is it the fact, or is it just imagination? I don't know. Some people believe it, man. Like, they swear that some kind of Mandela effect has caused time to actually speed up, or a perception of time, or something. I don't know. It's tough to explain, but yeah, I find the concept of time is very interesting to me these days, as I continue to age out of this life. Or do we actually never die in our own reality? I don't know. I haven't died yet. Hey, tough puff. I haven't died in my reality. I think I may have died. A few times in my lifetime. But somehow, in my reality, I continue to exist. It's an interesting concept. Yes, time is going faster. See, Tough Puff agrees. This year, 2025, is the shortest year yet. I like the old Pink Floyd song. Every year is getting shorter, never seem to find the time. God, it seems like I get up in the morning And like, I want to do so much stuff during the day, you know, like it's the weekend. We're having a 3-day holiday weekend here in the United States, you know, and I'm getting an extra day, like a 4-day weekend. So, you know, you want to do a lot of things. I get a lot of things done, you know. I get stuff done, you know. I like to keep my yard looking nice. But yeah, it seems like, you know, I can't do everything I want before the day is gone. So yeah, time does seem to be going faster. But is it just the fact that we're all getting older? And as you age, your mind slows down. So it seems like as your mind slows down, time speeds up. And I've noticed that too. You know, when I was a young guy. No, you were never a young guy. But no, there was a time, you know, when you're a child, man, the day seems fucking long. Especially when you're sitting in school. My God. A school day felt like an eternity. Yes. So I've seen several videos of people noticing it. So yeah. It's just not me just going crazy. Has to be true. If you saw it on the internet, on a YouTube video, it must be true. But no, I mean, obviously, you and I both noticed it. A lot of other people I've spoken to. It's really, it's strange, man, how time works and life. On one hand, it seems like I've lived forever. On the other hand, it seems like my life has gone by in a blink of an eye. You know, it's two different concepts. And it depends on what you're doing, you know. If you're having a good time, of course. And we've always known that, right? Time flies when you're having fun. And if you're having a shitty time and you're suffering, time really seems to slow down. It's fucked up how that works. Everybody I've talked to has noticed the same thing. Of course, it's an old saying that everybody knows. Time flies when you're having fun, right? You're having a good time. Oh shit, I gotta go. God damn, we were just starting to have fun. And look at where'd the time go, right? But if you're in the dentist's office fucking getting a root canal done, seems like you're in there for eternity. Ugh. Or getting your teeth cleaned, and it's a painful process. It's biblical. That's why I believe it. Yeah. I know you believe what the Bible says. I'm not so sure, man. And my dad used to tell me things that you're liable to read in the Bible that ain't necessarily so. But, you know, I'm not trying to judge people if they want to, you know, believe in the Bible. That's fine. We don't get into too much Bible discussion here. Jason S., what's happening? Nice to see you. Yeah. Kind of a cool, dreary afternoon here, but nice. It's very pleasant, very pleasant. Probably in the mid 50s. And yeah, we've just been right in there the whole month of May. It's been pretty much 50-degree weather. Sometimes we'll drop down into the 40s, get some snow. And, we're expecting some rain next week, which is amazing. We hopefully get some rain. I really would love to get some rain, man. Starting to get dry. The things are still green here, but we could use some rain. I'd really love to get some rain so my backyard greens up and it grows in, and man. But hopefully we'll get some this week. Fuck yeah. What the hell else is going on this Memorial Day weekend? I always confuse Memorial Day and Labor Day. I don't know. It's the bookends of summer, we call it. It's our first holiday of the summer, Memorial Day, and the last holiday of the summer, Labor Day. And in between, we have like one other holiday, 4th of July. Other than that, that's about all we get in the summertime. 3 holidays. If you're lucky, you could get like a 4-day weekend on 4th of July. You know, you could have a little time to enjoy yourself. Fuck it. 300th episode tonight. Amazing. I don't know how long I've been doing this live stream weekend update, but this is 300. So that's pretty cool. Even though I have to shorten it up, it's only going to be a 1-hour live stream tonight, just because that's all I got. I got 1 hour for this week and 1 hour for next week. And then I'll start a new month in June. So maybe I'll do another 2-hour live stream and then 3 1-hour live stream. I don't know. I've thought about it. Maybe 2.5-hour live streams and 2 1-hour live streams. I kind of miss having unlimited streaming, but I can't afford it anymore. It's sucked the life right out of me, man, financially. Well, that's everybody, right? Everybody's getting sucked dry financially, and not in a good way. They're sucking the life out of us. But I got like so many bills to pay every year. Some are huge. Okay. Thanks for closing the books and sharing the simple joys of being. Fuck yeah. How you doing? Nice to meet you. First time we've seen Kay here. Yes, the simple joys of being. Fuck yeah. I think I've been doing that a lot more the last couple of years. I've worked a lot less. Not mostly by choice, but you know, it hasn't been the worst thing in the world, you know. Now I'm kind of doing the work now that I only work like part-time, which is awesome, man. That's how it should be. I think everybody should work like 4 or 5 hours a day, man. So good. You know, instead of these prolonged 8, 10, 12, 16 hours a day, you know, and it just fucking, your life goes out the window. You're tired all the time and you're not happy. And you're fucking driving, you know. When I was working 8 hours down in the city, you know, and I would drive an hour to work for 8 hours, drive an hour home. There's 10 hours of my day gone. And I'm too tired to do anything else by that time, you know. Time I spend 10 hours driving to work, working and driving back. I'm too fucking exhausted to enjoy any more of my life, you know. Just, what am I going to eat tonight? I just throw a frozen dinner in the oven. And, yeah. Eat some crap because I don't have the energy to cook. Because I spend 10 hours of my day driving to work and working and driving back, or more, sometimes 11, 12 hours by the time, depending on how far you got to drive to work. See, Tough Pup said 300 divided by 52 equals 577. So you've probably been doing live stream for 5.5 years. Yes. But I've missed a few days. I've missed a few weeks. So I probably missed a few months if you add it all up. But I wasn't doing every single week. But yeah, maybe 5.5 years. So yeah, that's what I think. I think I started streaming like in 2019 or something. I don't know. It's all there, all the history. But no, I deleted a lot of my old live streams because they kept going back and giving me strikes on my channel based on a live stream I did 3 years ago during the you-know-what. Yeah, 300. It's amazing. No, it's not. It's just doing a live stream every week over an amount of time. And you think by after doing 300 live streams, I would have gotten better at this, but no. I don't know how many of that other, I did the midweek. What was it? What did I call it? I can't remember, but I probably did at least 30 or 50 Wednesday live streams. I missed that one where you got April fooled. Yeah, man. Someone left a fucking burning bag of dog shit on my fucking front gate full of spiders. It's funny because I actually did that once when I was a kid, but there was no spiders in it, man. I swear to God, I did that one time just because I wanted to try it, you know. So I got a bag, a brown bag, put some dog shit in it, put it on, lit it on fire, rang the doorbell, and I ran. And I swear, I looked back, and I swear to God, I saw the guy come up, and he was stomping on it. Oh my God! Thank God I got away with it. But that's funny that someone left that burning bag in my front gate. I still got it though, man. I've been April fooled quite a few times over the years, man. It's all good, man. I enjoy that. You know, oh, the sign on the gate. Yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah, that was funny. What the fuck? Who's selling my house? God damn. You can't sell my house. You can sell my house over my dead body. But yeah. Fuck yeah. What else happened this week besides Memorial Day weekend? Nothing. That's all people care about in America right now. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we don't give a shit about nothing else. We're going to have a good time. We're going to go camping. We're going to forget about all of our problems for one fucking weekend. Yeah, as I say, I was in Netherlands this week, and it was like some people from Boulder County I was talking to, and they were like, yeah, it's going to be a busy week. We're getting ready for, it's basically the beginning of tourist season up here in the mountains. The kids are all getting out of school. People are heading out for their summer vacations and shit. It's a great time of year, but yeah, it's crazy up here in Netherlands in the summer. Man, people want to get up in the mountains, man. It's, on the weekends, oh my God. You don't even want to go into Netherlands. You can't even find a place to park. Especially towards the end of the summer, man. People get restless. They really want to get out, get up, do some hiking in the mountains. But there's just not a lot of area for people to go. You know, you see this whole huge Rocky Mountains that we got here, but most of it is off limits to human activity. Only certain places you're allowed to go where you can park. And then if you park where you're not supposed to, they'll fucking tow your car away. And then the rangers will get you. Yeah. So you got to go where all the herds of people go. That's it. You can find a place to park. Or you could park and take a shuttle. But they just cram all the people into the one area, you know, and it kind of ruins everything. But that's just the way the world's going, and they're shutting down more and more areas to human activity. telling you're not allowed to go here and here. You can go, but you're not allowed to park anywhere. If you can't park anywhere, where the fuck can you go? And then there's so much private property everywhere that there's really not as much open space as you would think that there is up here in the Rocky Mountains, that you can actually use, go and enjoy nature and whatever. And where those places exist, there's a shit ton of people. Yeah. They fucking ruin everything in this world. Don't they find a way to fucking ruin everything? Fuck yeah. I'm almost halfway through the stream already. See how time just keeps going by? We were just talking about that, weren't we? Time just keeps going by faster. I'm on early. I should probably went a little later, but I might want to watch the hockey game later. But yeah, I think it's really cool that people want to get up in the mountains and enjoy it. But you talk to some of the local people up here, and they fucking hate it, man. They're so negative. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Who knows what the future is going to bring? It's not looking good, though. It's not looking too happy. There's a thing called Agenda 2030, man. It looks like it's right on schedule. The AI takeover, man, it's scary shit, man. AI is taking over very fast. I'm really tired of AI myself. So much content on YouTube and the internet everywhere is all made by AI now, and it's so fucking annoying. Someone might write like, a script to a video, whatever we want to call it. And then they plug it into a computer and it narrates it and it finds all the video clips. You can tell all these video clips are just being put together by a machine. And sometimes it actually even makes up artificial images. It's just so unreal, it's just not, I don't like it. I really dislike artificial voices. I'm really sick of hearing AI voices, fake people talking, trying to pretend like they're real, like it's a real person. It's so annoying. Man, we just had a fog roll in. At least it's not cold. I mean, at least it's not hot. But yeah, I was watching the video earlier talking about where AI is going. And yeah, it's very, very frightening in the next couple of years. We're going to see, and then the idea is, what is it going to do when AI takes over? Is it going to be benevolent, or is it going to destroy the human race? There's so many movies about it, right? The Matrix, Terminator, all these predictive programming movies about what's going to happen when artificial intelligence takes over. And we're right there, man. We're right there. It's like, they're talking about like 2027. It's when it's going to get really weird. And like, what they're doing now is they're having the thing that they're working on with AI is to have AI writing all the computer code, autonomously writing computer code, right? And this is frightening shit, and they say, well, when AI takes over writing computer code, so that they want to focus on that first. And then once the AI is writing all the computer code, they say it will increase the rate at which it takes over everything else. You know, once it's writing the code, and it just snowballs exponentially, and it gets better at writing code, and then it's writing code for all the other AI devices, machines, so that they can take over all the human jobs. That's by 2 years from now. They're projecting, and it could happen faster, could happen a little slower. When AI takes over writing computer code, it's going to take over the job of software engineers. Basically, that's what they're working on, replacing software engineers with AI. And then once the AI starts writing all the fucking software, who knows what's going to, then it's going to get really weird. You know, it's like software becomes like DNA almost to machines. Dude, tough stuff. They were there because I was taught last year to use ChatGPT to make codes for forensic searches. Well, but yeah, there's already AI making computer codes, I think. But they're going to take over all the codes. They're going to put human software engineers out of work. And all the software is going to be written, you know, and then it's just going to snowball from there, you know. It's going to exponentially keep growing, you know. And our government's fucking investing like trillions of dollars into this shit. Unlimited. They're writing a blank check for fucking AI. All the money that you could possibly need, we got it. All the resources so that we can replace humans with machines. You know, but then what's going to happen, right? Is it going to make our lives better, or is it going to make it worse? That's the big question. You know, once they replace all humans with machines, what are humans going to do? Right? They're just going to let us live on UBI, even though, you know, it was cool, but the what about, I'm not convinced yet. People see, yeah. But some people, you know, there's different people that have different, you know, ideas of what's going to happen. Some people say, no, man, the machines will never replace humans, man. You know, there's an intangible thing about human intelligence that can never be fully replaced by machines. And like these people are saying, no, I think we can. It's going to happen faster than you fucking think. And we're going to make all humans obsolete to where machines will be able to do everything. So yeah, it's an interesting dilemma that's happening these days. People are falling in love with AI relationships. Yeah, that's really weird, man. Yeah, that's to try to have a relationship with a fucking machine. Yeah, damn. No, that is weird. You know, that's why I have a dog, man. I'm in love with my dog. Some guy killed himself when his AI girlfriend dumped him. I don't doubt it, man. I can't. But would an AI girlfriend would actually dump a guy? Thought that was the one thing about AI girlfriends, man. They can't dump you like a real girl, like a real woman always does. I've been dumped by quite a few of them, I know. But it's been a long time, man. You know, I wish I knew when I was a young guy what I know now. I would have never let them bitches get over on me, I'll tell you that. I would have won in every relationship. But when you're a young guy, you don't fucking understand shit. Hey, Davey boy, what's up? We finally got ourselves a mod in here. Thank God. Shit was getting out of control. But yeah, it's going by quick this time. We only got an hour, so we're halfway through. But that's funny, man. Guy killed himself with the AI girlfriend. That's funny. He killed himself. Oh, God, that fucking gets me right in the funny bone. He's probably better off now that he's dead. I'm sorry, I just find that hilarious. But you're so cruel, Eric. How could you say the poor guy killed himself because the AI bitch dumped him? I just have a hard time believing that it's actually true. That people actually fall in love with a fucking robot or a goddamn algorithm or whatever it is, man, a computer program, an artificial intelligence. I think some of my old girlfriends were probably AIs themselves. They were. They were hot in the sun, but they just weren't that bright. But yeah, they're installing the Neuralink in humans now. Better get in line, guys. That's going to be better than the you-know-what. The you-know-what? Can't wait to get my Neuralink. They put it like in the back of your skull. I would have to get my head shaved, man. It's about time anyways, man. I'm starting to grow dreadlocks that I just can't comb out. But it's okay, man. I'm a guy. I can get away with it. Nobody gives a shit what my hair looks like, really. Only me, man. I'm the only one that stresses out about it. God damn, I got to get rid of this fucking dreadlock. It's driving me insane. So you're not going to get a Neuralink, Tough Puff? It'll make your life so much easier if you have a Neuralink, man. Doors will open for you automatically. You'll receive phone calls right into your skull. You won't even have to talk. You can just think. And it will have thought to speech. Like text to speech now, but it'll just be thought to speech. So you won't even have to talk anymore or write anything or type anything. You just think it. And it fucking comes out as text on the screen, and then some fucked up AI voice will fucking say it for you. They are installing Neuralinks in humans now. Most of them are fucking have an English accent, and God, it's just so, I don't know. I just don't like it, man. All this fucking fake fucking people talking in videos and shit. I miss the days of real people talking. One thing it has done is got rid of text videos, where you have to read it. But I think I'd rather read it than hear a fucking AI say it. They put one on each side of your brain. Holy shit. That makes sense. Because you have two hemispheres. Which really shows that. How they do it. Can't believe people would do that. It's like fucking having a fucking lobotomy. I don't know. I would like to see Elon do it, man. And prove it to be true. He might fucking fake do it. Like a lot of the people fake did this thing, but yeah, the day Elon Musk does it, and he could prove that he really did, and did it and have all his kids do it, and Bill Gates and all his kids do it, but they always lie and they say they did it, but they really didn't. Because I guarantee you none of these fucking billionaire scumbags are going to have that thing stuck in their fucking head. But yeah, like I'm still one of the few people that don't even have a cell phone, man. And I tell people that and they look at me like I'm insane. How the fuck do you live without a cell phone, man? What's wrong with you? You got serious mental issues with if you think you can live in this world without a fucking cell phone, let alone a Neuralink. But that's where it's going, man. As Elon Musk said, the cell phone will become obsolete. Just like everything else has before the cell phone has become obsolete. And it all was taken over by the smartphone. It took over everything, man. All digital devices were an app on your fucking cell phone. No longer do you need a timer. No longer do you need a stopwatch. No longer do you need a flashlight. No, you don't need anything. It's all there. One fucking thing. They act like it's a great thing helping the blind see and helping people walk again. This is how it's done. Yeah. So supposedly you'll be able to, if you're paralyzed, you will be able to control artificial limbs on your body with your mind. You know, that's a good use for it for sure. You know, I think if that would work, that's fucking awesome. If paralyzed people could walk again, that's a good use for it. But for everybody to have it, you know, just because if you don't have it, you're going to be left in the past, like me, without a cell phone. I can't even get a lot of jobs because I refuse to get a cell phone, man. You know, and it would be easier for me just to give in and just go get a fucking cell phone. I'm stubborn like that. I want to be the last person on this planet that doesn't have a cell phone. That's true, tough, but maybe you can't buy or sell. I can still use my home internet. That's how I do all my online interaction. You know, they want to make it. They're making it harder and harder every day to live without a cell phone. They want like 2-person authentication. You got to have a mobile phone number to do that. You see, they're tricky how they force people into this. But I do on my iPad. I have a text device, a text app that I use. Sadly, you got to have something for this goddamn 2-layer authentication bullshit. And my home phone won't work. It's got to be a mobile phone. You see. So yeah, they're forcing people that you can't do anything in the world anymore without a phone. You can't park in Netherlands in certain parking lots unless you got a phone, because you have to use your phone to pay for the parking. It's fucking insane. You got to pay like $4 or $5 on some, or $10 on the weekends or some shit. And the only way to do it is you gotta go to an app and you can have money taken right out of your bank account. You know how the fucking net works. It irks my undies, man. What can I say? Obviously, this whole world of digital bullshit, and I've seen it coming, man. It's been coming for a very long time. It's very gradual, man. The changes, people don't notice it because it happens so gradually, day after day after day. And now, people can't imagine living without a fucking cell phone. Most people cannot live without a cell phone. Everywhere you go, people are just like this. 3 people are sitting down having lunch. They're not talking to each other. They're fucking looking at their cell phones. what the fuck happened to the world, man? People don't talk to each other anymore. They just communicate with each other through their fucking devices. It's sad, man. It really is. I'm so sick of it. You know, I'll be sitting out in public having lunch at a bar, you know, and I'm the only person that's not sitting there looking at a phone. And I feel fucking left out. God damn. I'm the only person in this whole establishment that doesn't have a screen to stare at. So I feel like the weirdo. But I started noticing it back maybe 2010, 2011, when that started going on, when everybody started getting a fucking smartphone. And then I'd walk into a room, like the locker room up at Eldora in the morning, where we get ready for the morning meeting. They would have every morning before we went out and ran the lifts. We would have a morning meeting. And you walk in there, you know, you could change your clothes into your uniform. And no one, you know, people used to talk, we sit there and talk, bullshit and have fun and laugh, just have a good time, you know, and just gradually it got more and more where people weren't talking. They were just sitting there looking at their phones. And then eventually the place just became silent. You walk in there, you could hear crickets fucking chirping and just people just looking at their phones. It's like, God damn. And I didn't really notice it as much back then, but now, well, looking back 15 years later, but you know, people don't notice it, man. It's just the way the world is now, you know. Everybody's got a phone, and that's just the fucking way it is. They don't talk to each other. They just look at their fucking devices. It's fucked up, man. I don't think people even fucking remember or realize what life was like before. But anyway, that's my little rant, man. But there's a whole generation of people that grew up like that now. You know, there's people that are entering the young adulthood now. They don't remember a time without a smartphone. So their minds have been all wired differently. First time I saw one was in a meeting. I was in awe. Now I'm like, the value of my dollar has gone down along with my bank. Fuck yeah. True that. Yep. It's been a fucking interesting ride here through the 21st century. A lot of shit's happened, man. We're in a lull right now between shit. We're between what happened in 2020 and what's going to happen in 2030. You know, these people are very patient, man. Their plans play out over decades, and the whole 21st century has been fucking planned out. Make no fucking mistake. Everything that's happened in the 21st century has been fucking planned. From this thing, the cell phone, everything. It was all part of their plan. And these people are very, very intelligent, and they understand how to manipulate the human population because they've been doing it for fucking millions of years. And yeah, that's the way I believe, man. The world we live in is not what you fucking think, man. It's all you've been lied to your whole fucking lifetime, man. What else can I say, man? It's just the truth. Everything that you believe is a fucking lie. Sorry to say it, man, but I hate to be such a negative Nancy. But yeah, we're heading towards 2030 now. Agenda 2030, man. It's not nice for humanity. When we see it, man, we can see what's going on, man. They want us to get out of our cars. They want us to get out of our private homes and living in fucking stack and packs downtown. And yeah, shutting down everything and forcing people into little tiny areas that are allowed for human habitation. You know, they're closing down more and more areas to human activity. That's a big part of the plan. And I notice it, man. There's only so many places you're allowed to go, and all the people go there. So they're packing people in like fucking sardines to smaller and smaller areas so they can try to enjoy nature or go skiing or whatever. And then they're just constantly closing down more and more areas that you can't go here, you can't go there for such and such of reasons. We're closing down parking lots. No one's allowed to park anywhere. So therefore, if you park your car over there and you try to hike, you're going to come back and your car is going to be fucking towed away because you're trying to go out and enjoy nature. Stack and sack. But yeah, I've seen them, man. They're all over down there in Denver, man. They just keep building them. These big, ugly, rectangular boxes that go up like 8 or 10 stories high. And that's what they want people to live in. They're building them all over the place. And they want to get people out of their single family homes and into those fucking things. You know, that's what happened with the LA fires. They drag their feet and slow people down on rebuilding. But, you know, there was a big fire down here in Colorado. And I'm not far from where I live. Like, I don't know, it was, 3 or 4 years ago now. And that place got rebuilt, though, man, I got to say. But it was down in the city, you know, and it was in, you know, the flatlands down there in a well-populated area. And it all got rebuilt. But people in rural areas have a little harder time rebuilding, I think. But that's the plan, man. They want people out of the rural areas. They want to rewild America and other parts of the world, Australia, you know, wherever there's a population of people like us. They want to get rid of it, force us all into these mega cities, stack and pack apartments where you can't even open the fucking window. You know, can you imagine living in an apartment where you can't even open the fucking window? I would feel like I'm suffocating in there, man. You know, I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not be able to live in a place like that, man. Times are flying all right fast. Yeah. Yes, this is 2025 has been the fastest year yet. But like Pink Floyd said, every year is getting shorter. Never seem to find the time. However it goes. They have a song called Time, don't they yet? I think the song is called Time. It kind of says it all. Hanging on in, was it? Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. Time is gone, song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. That was one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs, I think. I'm not a huge Pink Floyd fan, but I think in my generation, we all listened to Pink Floyd. In my demographic and generation, and it's it's kind of negative, That album, Dark Side of the Moon, I don't know, it's fascinating. But like The Wall, now that's fucking negative. But it's very interesting album and movie. But pretty negative, I think. Negative. By the way, which one's pink? And did I tell you the name of the game, boy? We call it Riding the Gravy Train. Yeah, they were good. Well, Pink Floyd had some amazing guitar. But yeah, fuck yeah. We got a few minutes left here. Sad I have to limit my live streams nowadays. None of my Australian friends made it tonight. I get it, man. I'll have to start doing this later because the Australians there, it's early in the morning in Australia. But yeah, my Australian kids, they show up. But what I think Time is my favorite Pink Floyd song. Starts off with all the alarm clocks going up. I haven't heard that song in so long. I think after I wrap this up, I'm gonna go fucking listen to that song. But yeah. Check it out. One of the things I want to share with you guys. We wanted to share this video with you guys for a while. I don't know if it's going to work. There's several versions of it. I want the one that's not. It's not. All right. Learning to fly with you was often awesome. I remember tripping. That was like later Pink Floyd, like in the 90s. Let's see. Present. Share screen. Also share audio tab. Let's turn that off. Okay. One of my favorites.
Why was it so? Why was it so? Why was it so?
Stop doing the live.
Why was it so? Why was it so?
You just watch this over and over.
Why was it so?
Why is it so funny?
Why was it so? Why was it so
Okay. I guess I don't know if anybody fucking saw. I'm back, I think. Yeah, this shit crashed for a minute. Let's see. I don't know how to work this shit. I don't know how to work it, man. But anyways, fuck yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I don't know if you can hear me. Trying to get back to the full screen. I don't know. There we go. I'm back. Yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Got a few minutes left here. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some rain here tonight. It looks like it might rain a little bit, man. I could really use some moisture. But anyways, that's the forecast for the next week. Plenty of rain coming, but it just does. They've been saying that for a while, but it just don't seem to ever get any rain. Hopefully, we'll see what happens, man. But anyway, yeah. Thank everybody for hanging out, man. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. 300 live. 300th